All right, hey there, welcome back with Dr. Pakoya McCall Robinson. Here we are again. Woo, breathing in some of the madness. I am really like, oh my goodness, today. Like, yesterday was hard. Yesterday was hard. A couple of days with this awareness has been hard, and just thinking about surrounding yourself with people. I had some clients that even reached out, just like, whoo, feeling this, feeling that, and just some different messages about that topic was tough to take in, and a lot of challenges on, what's the difference. So here we are. This is where I'm like, it's hard. Today I'm opening up the book and I'm like, okay, March 10th, March Madness. Let's dig in and get aware and see what, it's going to bring up. So the 10th says, find yourself a Cato, Cato. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Cato. The quote in Seneca brings this: we can remove most sins if we have a witness standing by as we are about to go wrong. The soul should have someone it can respect, by whose example it can make its inner sanctum more inviolable. Happy is the person who can improve others, not only when present, but even when in their thoughts. That's like super deep, like so deep. I'm kind of like, what? Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of like, yeah, I probably wouldn't sin ever if someone was like, I don't know where my Jiminy Cricket be at, but I don't know, probably somewhere sinning. So happy is the person who can improve others, not only when present, but even when in their thoughts. You know what? Sometimes this actually quote makes me think of, if a client comes back and they're like, oh my gosh, I thought about you this week. I went to do this, that, or the third, and I was just like, what would Dr. Robinson say? And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to set these boundaries. I'm going to ask for this raise. I'm going to say no to my mom. I'm going to take some time for me today. I'm calling in sick. I'm going to finally use those sick days, because having 4,000 sick days and bragging about the fact that I've never called off actually isn't awesome. That just tells people how much I'm willing to sacrifice me for you. I'm happy when I hear people come back and say, hey, you know what? When we talk, great. And I actually use this and I practice these techniques when you're not here. Thank you. That does make me happy. So thank you guys for letting me know how I impact you throughout your week, throughout your day, throughout your life, because it is big on why I do this. All right. As I read on. So Cato, the younger, a Roman politician best known for his self-discipline and for his heroic defense of republic against Julius Caesar, appears constantly throughout Stoic literature. Who knew, right? Because this is the first time I'm reading this stuff. Which is interesting because he didn't write anything down. He taught no classes. He gave no interviews. His bold and brave example is what made him such a commonly cited and quoted philosopher. Seneca tells us that we should each have our own Cato, a great and noble person we can allow into our minds and use to guide our actions, even when they're not physically present. Who's our Cato? The economist Adam Smith had a similar concept, which he called the indifferent spectator. It doesn't have to be an actual person, just someone who, like Seneca said, can stand witness to our behavior. Someone who can quietly admonish us if we're considering doing something lazy, dishonest, or selfish. And if we do it right and live our lives in such a way, perhaps we can serve as someone else's Cato, or indifferent spectator when they need it. I like today because thank you, March 10th. It feels like it gives some motivation to, I can become someone's Cato, okay? If I pour into someone and the way they've poured into me, or whatever I've learned, or things I've taken from this, and I pass this information on, I share this, I do this, I do that. It is this space of being like, I can be happy because I'm helping and I'm doing something to, and in that practice, it also keeps me in line and operating in my integrity as well, because I know I am someone else's. So not this place of, we're constantly parenting or, being someone's conscious and guide. But if you are, it does help to hold you to a higher standard. I must say it does hold me at a higher standard when I know these are the type of things I tell my clients, or I practice what I preach. I am here and my face is out there and I'm talking to people and I'm living my life a certain way. And I'm saying, hey, you should too, because this helps and this works. And if I'm like not doing that, it feels good to be in this position. So I fully take it in, and it helps me to pour in more and become more excited and interested in improving my own life in certain ways that I can say, hey, no, this stuff does work. Try it. It may not work in the same way it works for me, but try your own way of feeling this out and applying these techniques and things to you and see how it goes. So gatos out there, let's pour into each other today. Hold me accountable. I hold you accountable. Find your accountability partner. Find someone or something, as it even says, that can hold some space and some weight in your head, that every time you have this challenge, whether it's dieting, exercising, following through with whatever it is you said you would do, see if you have someone that can keep you in check, because we all need an accountability partner. We can use it. I call it an accountability partner. The Stoics call it Cato. So find you a Cato, an accountability partner or thing that you look at and you're like, let's not go have InNOut today. Anyways, clearly that's my sin, as I eat those animal style fries, fried light, way too much. All my people who are not here on the West Coast to enjoy InNOut, take a trip, okay, and see what I'm talking about. I am not a spokesperson for InNOut, but those fries that they have, animal style, are sinful, and I need a Cato to keep me from overindulging. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna go today right now. All right, well, thanks guys for tuning in. I appreciate you always. Let's continue to fight through March and its madness and turn this into awareness and really uplift ourselves, pour into ourselves, challenge ourselves, dig deep, look within, find that philosopher, surround ourselves in the people that we want and that we know, find out our freedoms, what's occupying our time, our mind, is it worth it? And if it isn't, let's take the bold step and the plunge and jump into new ways, new behaviors, and let's get that lifestyle that we want. All right. Thanks for listening. And I will be back here once again, offering some more of these stoicisms, meditations, this wisdom, adding little gray hairs, okay, all over, so you can enhance your way and your art of living. Take care.